Hello fellow simmers and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another speed build and I'm creating a house for one of my favorite YouTubers called Ashley, maybe better known by her channel name Bestdressed. So this is not the house that she lives in currently that I'm creating. I believe that she's living in New York City. She moved there a couple of months ago, just before the crisis, which is really unlucky for her. I really feel bad that she decided to move at that time, but I guess that's just really bad luck. But yeah, this is me creating a house for her, like maybe sometime in the future when her channel picks up even more. I would believe that this would be the type of house that she would be going for. Maybe, I have no idea. It could also be that she wanted something completely different, but this is kind of based off when she was living in LA. I watched one of her videos where she was apartment hunting, where she mentioned that, for example, she really liked hardwood floors and she likes these really huge windows. I think they're called paneled windows, maybe. Yeah, so I created it from the memory I had of her going apartment hunting there, and from what I think she was going for. Of course, this is a huge house. Anyone would be so lucky to be able to afford this, but this is The Sims, so we can kind of do whatever we want, and I feel like she would really deserve such a big, beautiful home. I think she creates wonderful content here on YouTube. Yeah, okay, so back to the build. So it's very similar to my last build, which was also a bohemian home with a white exterior and then also these black windows and black doors. That was a mix of old and new. This time I also included some brick in the exterior just to make it a little bit different. This is a style that I really want to get better at. That's why it's maybe a little bit repetitive doing two houses that are kind of the same at once, but yeah, I find that when I want to get into a style, I create a few houses in that style just to get better at it. But the house turned out to be a 2-bedroom house. On the upstairs we have the master bedroom, and downstairs there's also a spare bedroom for guests. Other than that, we have 3 bathrooms and 3 offices. So in that way, the house kind of stands out from other houses. But it was created with Ashley in mind and her career. So the 3 offices, they act as there's an editing room, then there's a office with a computer, and then there is a studio where she can take pictures. So I used a lot of the items from the Moschino pack, where we got the stuff for taking photographs of other Sims. So that's why I created 3 offices for her. Of course, if you're gonna use this house for just a family build, then you could easily replace these with child bedrooms if you wanted to. But yeah, so now I think I'm almost done with the exterior. In a minute you'll just see me add some brick just to make the outside a little bit more interesting. I was a little bit confused about what brick to choose for this. In the beginning I just went with a brick from the pack Vampires, but I think I changed it up in a few places because I thought it got a little bit too I don't know, old looking. Sorry for my English. I'm not good with words today. But yeah, I think I changed it up just a little bit. Also, I didn't do much landscaping on this house. I don't know why. I just didn't really feel like it. I think it's something that I still need to get better at. So please, if you have any suggestions for getting better at landscaping, then please let me know. I always love to learn. In a minute, I'll also start to decorate the house. And you'll see that I did not film during the floor plan just because it was bothering me so much. I don't know why. I'm pretty good with floor plans, but this one was just completely killing me. Also, there was a glitch with the roof upstairs, so when I'd finally decided on how the room should be up there, you could, like, the roof was completely glitching into the rooms when I put down the stairs. So that also took me quite a while to fix. But here you can see me just going at it in the main, what do you call that, living room? Oh yeah, I think it's living room. I made sure that there was a lot of plants because I know that Ashley loved those. And I don't know, I went for these leather couches. I think they're kind of a hit or miss. I thought that they looked kind of cute in this space just because it was such a huge room, and I feel like they would be great for having parties or having people over. Leather couches are usually couches you don't have to worry so much about when having guests. But yeah, I don't know, do you think she would like it? Maybe she would think that they're horrible, but I think for me with leather couches, sometimes I hate them completely in real life, and sometimes I think they look kind of nice. But I've been kind of mad at the sofas in the game lately. I don't know why. Every time I'm doing a living room, I don't know what couch to pick. I don't know, what couches do you use the most? Because I think I need some inspiration for that. And also, I thought maybe there would come some new couches with the new pack, but now we're getting Star Wars themed stuff. So yeah, I don't think we're getting any good couches. I'm actually filming this on the day that the Star Wars pack came out, and yeah, maybe I should have bought it and played around with it, but I don't feel like it at all. Maybe I'll buy it at some point and try it out, but for now I've just been enjoying watching some streamers play it, and yeah, I don't really feel like doing it myself, so maybe that will come at some point. Here I'm moving on to the kitchen. I'm using my trusty old stuff from the Jungle Adventure. Yeah, so the cabinets are from there, and also the fridge. Maybe I use those too much. Let me know if you think it's getting repetitive, but I really love those counters. I feel like they're just the ones that I would like the most myself. But what do you guys like the most? Do you have any counters that you always use? It used to be some of the base game ones for me actually before I got Jungle Adventure, but now I seem to stick with these. Also, I included the poster of Bob Pancakes, or the movie trailer poster with Bob Pancakes on the wall, just because I know that Ashley went to film school and it's something that she is very passionate about. I wanted her to, so I also made her as a sim, which went horribly wrong, and I wanted her to have the aspiration to become a filmmaker, but we don't have that in the game. But yeah, I think I chose her wanting to be a good writer instead, just because I thought that maybe that would mean writing screenplays or plays or such. Yeah, when I was creating her, I was also a little bit unsure about what traits to give her. I think I ended up with goofball, just because I think she has a really good sense of humor. Maybe it's not so goofy, but it's very dark, and yeah, for me it's perfect humor. We in Denmark, we have very, very dry, very dark humor, so that sits just right with me. And I think I also said that she was gloomy, just because she doesn't, like, also her humor tends to be dark, as I said, but she also tends to be a little gloomy. I think especially in her little bit older videos. And I don't think I remember the last trait. And also it did not look like her whatsoever. I think I have uploaded her to the gallery, but it doesn't look like her, so don't get excited if you want to play with her. I tried also to generate some outfits for her, but I must say that my style is just not as good as her, I think. Anyways, here I'm creating her bedroom, so I wanted to make it very luxurious, very big. She has a huge fireplace in it, which would be just completely fantastic to have. Here I'm also creating a walk-in wardrobe for her. So the clothes that are on the rack are maybe a little bit too fancy for her taste, but that is what we have in The Sims for now. And here she has an ensuite bathroom with a bathtub and also a shower just for convenience. And as you can see, there are still 3 rooms on this floor that I haven't decorated, and those are gonna be her 3 offices. So as I mentioned, I did an editing room that I tried to look nice, because also that's where the filming station is, at least for the thing we got with Get Famous, I guess, the desk where they film the videos when you want to be an influencer in the game. Yeah, and you'll just see me getting to that now. I also included a clothing rack here, just because I thought that maybe that would be some clothes that were on display for when she was filming videos. And then in the next room where I just placed a plant, that's gonna be the office. I started up with that being the room where she could take photographs, but it didn't really work out because the room was a little bit too small. So I ended up changing it to the last room instead. Of course, I'm still using a lot of plants. So I did make it a little bit more luxurious than I think her style actually is. I think her style is definitely more bohemian and down to earth. But I think actually this style is very hard to create in the game. I don't know if you think the same thing, maybe you have found a good way to do it. But for me, I think this bohemian style is quite hard in the game, because and all the antique furniture that I would want to include, they look kind of old in the game, so it ends up just looking a little bit off. For example, this couch that I'm including here, I was very unsure whether to use it, just because I thought that maybe it would just make it look way too old. But now I'm almost finishing up. I'm just doing the backyard. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, I didn't really do too much about the backyard or the landscaping. I just included a small hangout spot and also some chairs to lounge on, and some pots so she can plant stuff if she wanted to. That's mostly for if you were deciding to use this in your game, then you could use those planter boxes that I put down. But anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, then please leave a like. You're also very welcome to subscribe. It makes me very happy when people do that. Then I know that people actually enjoy watching my videos. And I hope that you're having a lovely day. Also, if you have any suggestions for builds that you want me to do, or tutorials that you want to see, you're very welcome to message me. I'm very happy to make builds that my viewers want to see. And I'm just hoping that you're having a great day and that I'll see you in my next video. Bye!